Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders.
Damn, is it stuck? Not on my end.
Carlson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Breaks, I go. 675.
Focus, defense, focus.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. They'll go option on second down, right side. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Mike, check up.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. And the Raiders have got him. From his linebacker spot, Vontaze Burfict with a sack. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
To try again after the sack. Luck. This one complete to Devin Funchess. Funchess is free. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Funchess, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 right at the 30. This is the former Jet and Brown, Isaiah Crowell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On play action, it's Carr. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that? Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Credit the sack there to Arden Key. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hurry, hurry! Right there, 54 miles.
Luck now to throw. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On second down and 4, Luck, and he rifles one incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Throwing is Locke. Caught left side by Hilton. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Check, 59.
Love. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards, a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
These two teams all tied after one. 2nd quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming.
Check.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Luck. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
From the gun, here's Love. And he connects with Ebron. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Tackles.
Right there. 54. Right there.
To throw is Love. This will be caught at about the 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Vinatieri now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. Then tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, two teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now it's Crowell. Clayton Gathers makes the stop.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing his car on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down, Raiders.
50 down. 53. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Carr. This is caught. It's Ryan Bland. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Crowell. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Isaiah Crowell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they will finally get him down, and now penalty flags coming in as well. And they might get half the distance here to boot. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Here's Lott. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Cleveland Farrell brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Got to do better.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 1st down sack, 2nd down negative rushing play.
And I will guarantee you right now the head coach is weighing in on his headset to the offense coordinator, whether he thinks it's strategy or he thinks it's execution, because that's going to determine this next play call. Are you staying with what you're doing, or are you going in a different direction?
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
3rd and long, it's Lott. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Maurice Hurst, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. So with 4th down coming up, here's Adam Vinatieri now for the Colts field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
You play to win. Let's go. At their own 6-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack, and he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And he's got his man Hilton. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt 1st down.
Switch it. 52. Greystone, grab it.
They'll fake it. Now Luck. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Here we go. On.
From the 50, it's Luck. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Throwing again is Luck. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Situation. Let's go.
He may try and run for this. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield.
93.
Now a handoff to Crowell. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
Bravo. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Check. 53's mark. Check.
They'll run it again with Crowell. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory.
Line 675.
54. Hey, that's scared. That's scared.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
They'll start things on 1st down with Bo Scarborough. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
He wasn't ready.
Arden Key, the ex-LSU Tiger, there on the stop.
Check out.
50's the mark.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
It's Scarborough again. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Break, check out. Line 80.
I got it. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch it.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck looking for Campbell downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They begin with a run by Crowell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 2nd and 12, Carr trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Raiders. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
At the 13-yard line.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Carr now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Carr. That's complete right around the 8. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Brings up 4th down.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. This from 25 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Mack. And an alley to run. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Go ahead.
Play action. It's Luck. Hits his target to tight end Mo Alley Cox. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh?
Off of play action. Luck. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Colts on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Now it's Luck. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Back now in Indianapolis. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the gun, Carr. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Richard. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd and a yard, Carr. And it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Just like that.
Operating from the gun, Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Grant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Line 40! 54! Line 54! Rip left! Rip left!
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, this is by Thema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Colts, first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a carry from Mack. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Check out. 180. Monday. Watch the shit.
On second down, it's Mack. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at third and a few inches. They run. This is Scarborough. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First down. first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10.
Watch the screen.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Colts, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.